Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Real Life Rebel, back in the place to be. So things went from bad to worse. In a bad spot right now. I've been in a bad spot for a while. Things haven't been going my way for a long time. It seems like I put in a ton of work and I had such great expectations, but things didn't go the way I planned, and they almost never go the way you want. And I got a couple regrets looking back. Like, I wish I did something a little different, but I know you can't second guess yourself sometimes. You just gotta make a choice and go with it. So it's just aggravating knowing that if I could have did a couple things a little different, things would be like 10 times better maybe. But I guess that's neither here nor there, so it's not good to dwell on it. I'm trying to move on and trying to focus on my next move. I feel like I jumped out of the frying pan into the fire, but it isn't that bad. It isn't like I haven't been here before. I'm like accustomed to it now. I'm struggling to get by. Luckily, I have a place to go for a little while until I figure things out. Trying to get my shit together. Been trying to get my shit together for a long time. I've been putting in a lot of work. I've accomplished a lot of things within a couple of years. I went from just a regular, what do they call it, proletariat worker, or a NEET, they're calling it now, a NEET, a person with no experience and training. I think that's what that means. No experience or training, none of the skills that you need to increase your income. You're just another worker bee trying to survive and going from regular general labor jobs, trying to survive, which is really hard. I was there. I know how it is. I did it for a while and then decided to try to get some skills, and then got training for some things and for truck driving. Did that for a while and had a couple good opportunities that didn't pan out that great, but I still have the skill and I could still make a decent wage compared to just regular general labor. I think increased my income a lot, but man, it was a ton of work. I'm still struggling. I traveled the country, a few states, to try to make some good money, and it wasn't that great. I was working my butt off for all right pay. It was like hard work, long hours, long days, gone all the time. So it was a big sacrifice. It's almost like you can work your butt off and it almost isn't worth it, because you're just working so hard, so long hours. When you boil it down, you're not making that much compared to other people. You're not making as much. And so, is it really worth it to work those long hours, you know? Is it really worth it to sacrifice your your whole life and your peace of mind? So I ended up having to leave partly because of that, and partly because it was toxic work environment. But the people I worked with were extremely toxic and negative. So it became hard to deal with. I put up with it for a while, and then, I said, this isn't sustainable, and I just had to walk away from my peace, from my sanity. So it's not all about money. It's about being healthy too. So I came back, and I'm trying to get my shit together still. So it's gonna take a while probably, but within a year I might be in a good spot. I've been saying that for the past couple of years. Oh man, it's funny. I kind of made some bad decisions that messed up my life for a long time, and painted myself into a corner, professionally or financially, however you want to call it. But a lot of people are in this spot. Like they there's not much you can do because of some choices you made when you were younger, and it puts you into like a box or a place that's hard to get out of, like, because you don't have the opportunities that the people have. And then there's also the factor that if you don't have good parents or doors that open, or you don't get lucky to get some opportunities, you'll end up stuck. And I know my videos probably just sound like black pill, like doomer, doom and gloom, but I'm just being real. I'm more of a realist, not a pessimist or a nihilist. Kind of like it might be a little nihilism in there, but it's only due to the fact that how much struggle I've had to endure, and how much time and work I've put in to not have the things I want and not be where I want. And there's a lot of people that are talking about this, and I think it's important to talk about these topics to let people know how you feel, and let them know what's generally going on, because a lot of people lose touch with what's really going on in the modern economy and the modern world and how everything works. So you can get trapped in your 9-to-5 job for your whole life, and to that way of thinking too. And I think that's a dumb way to be. You don't want to waste your life doing something just to survive, just to get old and bitter, just to hate everybody. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get old and bitter because of wasted my life doing something I didn't like. But you don't have a choice almost. You don't have an alternative now. Things are really messed up. We don't have opportunities like we once did. I don't have half the opportunities some people do, and I wish I did. It's just the way it is. So I really just want some more freedom and some more money. I want to be able to make more money, so it's hard. It's hard to do that. It's hard to rise above your situation sometimes, and just want a better work-life balance. And I think that's what everybody wants. They hate working their butts off all day and all week just to have a couple things that they can't even own, that they just have to struggle for their whole life just to have something kind of nice. And you gotta agree with them. You gotta agree. So I don't really know how to talk about things in the videos, but I just want to create this vlog to help people maybe, and also be able to vent some of my problems maybe a little bit. I don't have a lot of people to talk to, so this might help out a little bit, but things aren't going that good. I'm down and out, but I found work. I found a job recently, luckily, and I got a car and a place to stay for a little while, so it might get better. But if you want to help, I appreciate it. I got a Patreon link on the channel. You can go there to donate money to help the channel grow and to help me out, because I'm struggling right now. I don't have another. I haven't made any money in a while, and I'm really struggling. I'm down and out. But anything you can give, I appreciate it. I don't like asking for things. I don't like asking for money. But I've been struggling a lot, and if anybody could help, I'd appreciate it. I'm not homeless. I haven't been homeless yet, luckily. Well, I was kind of homeless for a few years. I was in my car, living in my car, so things got a little bad, but I've made it pretty far, like a lot farther than I thought I might get. A few years ago, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I just went out in my car and started living in my car, and got a job and was living in my car to try to save money. There's other people doing it now. They moved in their car to save money to get a nice place or get a small tiny home or something, or a piece of land, which is a good idea. That was my goal, but I took a lot of. I wasn't able to make that much money. I think I was making enough to get by and work towards bigger goals and better skills, but that's the goal. That's what I want to be. That's where I was trying to get to, where a lot of these other people have gotten to, moving into tiny homes and saving money and making the change and moving up. So it's been a little rough, but there's still a little hope. So I guess that's where I'm going to leave it at right now. I'll see you on the next one.